Welcome back to Half Moon's Picks. Championship round is here. Last week I went 6-2, pretty good. I'll take that any day of the week. 4-0 Saturday, 2-2 on Sunday, 3-1 ATS wise, and 3-1 under and over. Great week. Won me some money last week. Hope to win you some money this week. Last week, the two games I did lose against, I lost against the Jacksonville. Told you to pick under 41, I think it was. And of course, you know, both teams scored over that. Jacksonville's defense did not hold it all, and you know, the Jacksonville offense looked pretty good on an even week, on an odd week. Not gonna happen this week, but the other game I lost on, I told you to pick the Saints -4. If you did get them on game day at -5, you did get the push. I mean +5. So the Saints, Vegas had that line, that number. And remember last week I just told you I just didn't want to lose by 1 point. I thought Minnesota would win by a field goal or less, and it should have came true if it wasn't for that long pass. You've seen it, everybody's seen it. It's all over the news. 61 yards in under 10 seconds. Saints defense played that play pretty horrible, but what can you say? It was a great game. I loved watching it, and I'm glad for Minnesota. So that's it for all I have to say this week. My cold is getting a little bit better. I can talk a little bit better. I'm not so congested. Everybody's like, why are you talking so funny? I don't know, because I moved up north and it's mighty cold up here. So let's get this week rolling. For my fourth and third pick of the week, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots are a 9-point favorite. And this is Jacksonville's back-to-back games. This is going to be an even week for Jacksonville. Not going to be a great story. Jacksonville overall is 0-7 in New England. The last 7 meetings. They've never beaten New England in the history of the New England or Boston Patriots. The last 7 scores, let me run these down. 51-17, 35-7, 31-20, 28-3, 27-13, 20-6, and the only game that was somewhat close when it was Drew Bledsoe versus Mark Burnell, 28-25 in overtime, where New England still won that game. So the history for Jacksonville has not been great. Jacksonville is Pittsburgh's plague, as to New England is Jacksonville's plague. So I'm telling you right now, this game's going to be ugly. It's on an even week at that, and we know, you know, that offense cannot spit out any points on an even week. See, New England is 10-1 ATS in the last 11 games. New England, like I said, 5-0 ATS wise at home, and 5-2 ATS versus Jacksonville in the last 7 meetings. New England has been over the last 8 of 11 at home, and if Roethlisberger can score, put up, you know, 469 points or 469 yards and 5 TDs against that Jacksonville defense, and I'm sure Brady can pretty easily. So I'm telling you to take New England -9 and over 46.5 points. And my first and second pick of the week, we got the Minnesota Vikings traveling to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Minnesota Vikings are a 3.5-point favorite, and I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings solely based on how they both played Atlanta. The Minnesota went into Atlanta earlier this a handful of weeks ago, and they beat them 14-9, as to where Philadelphia beat Atlanta last week 15-10. You marked the 1 point difference between the scoring offenses. and 1 point against the how much Atlanta scored. That cancels that out. And but the 3-point home field advantage to the 3-point dog, being on the road with Minnesota, it would give you a 6-point advantage. I think this game will be a 10-16 victory for Minnesota. Minnesota's 9-3 the last 12 games. Minnesota's 5-3 ATS on the road. Not a great road victory in Philadelphia. Last time they played, it was in 2016, where Wentz beat up on Bradford 21-10. So this game, I'm telling you, pick Minnesota -3.5 and under 38. Well, that's it for the week. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out my video. If you do not have a sports book, check out Bovada. The link is below. Use me as a reference. Also below is my Twitter feed, which I usually give out throughout the season. Not too much during the off season, but at least get posted on when I post these videos. And also below is great prognosticators, NFL YouTube prognosticator crew. Check them out. All their links below. Check out who they think's gonna win. Average it out. Weigh it out. What you think win. Hopefully we all win a bunch of money. That's the whole reason you're watching this video, right? I won last year's Super Bowl prediction. You probably see me in a little over a week on how I'm gonna base that. I'll give you 4 picks on what to bet on the Super Bowl. If you like your side, the total, maybe a couple of teasers in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll give you a bunch of rundowns of what I'm gonna play on the Super Bowl, and I will see you then. Peace.